The Las Vegas Raiders just made an insane move. They could have quite possibly selected the best pass rusher in the entire 2023 draft. The Raiders have selected Texas Tech edge rusher Tyree Wilson, and Max Crosby has needed a running mate on the opposite side for some time. However, this draft selection says a lot about the Raiders' future, especially their future with Chandler Jones. The Raiders elected not to take quarterback Will Levis, and they did not take defensive tackle Jalen Carter. They also left offensive lineman Peter Skoronski on the board and decided that Tyree Wilson is the guy. And Tyree Wilson could be the best true defensive end in this draft class. Tyree Wilson, 6'6", 275 pounds, transferred from Texas A&M to Texas Tech in the 2020 season. He struggled in his first 2 seasons, only picking up 8 sacks in 2020 and 2021, but in 2022, he absolutely went off and picked up 8 sacks in that season along with 37 tackles. He had 50 pressures, a 79.4 pass rushing PFF grade. And this guy is an insane athlete. He's even played inside and outside linebacker at certain times throughout his college career. His main knocks is that sometimes he'll attack blocks with no real plan. And people have only really been skeptical of the fact that he could be a late bloomer. But he has an insane frame, one of the longest defensive ends you'll ever see, and he's also insanely athletic for being 275 pounds, and he just has that fire inside of him, that extra heat that you cannot quantify in statistics, where he just wrecks dudes. But he's been first team All-American, first team Big Ten. Chandler Jones is still technically on the roster, but he had a horrible season last year in 2022. He picked up only 5 sacks. The only time he had 5 sacks or less was in 2020 when he only played in 5 games. And after this season, the Raiders could move on from Chandler Jones and save money in cap space. So I think this draft selection really spells the end of Chandler Jones and the Raiders. And I wonder if the Raiders are going to regret not picking Jalen Carter. If you just still roll with Chandler Jones, Jalen Carter can complete that defensive line in the middle. We know sub defense are the most common, so there is a possibility that the Raiders are planning on moving either Max Crosby, Chandler Jones, or Tyree Wilson inside when they know the offense has 3 wide receivers. And if that's the case and Chandler Jones can bounce back, then this means that the Raiders could have a nasty pass rush this year. And it seems like the Raiders decided, rather than picking a cornerback like Christian Gonzalez, who is still available out of Oregon, they decided the problem with the defense right now is that they're not getting to the quarterback fast enough outside of Max Crosby. And we'll see if pass rush helps the cornerbacks that we have right now improve. Can they cover better if the quarterback is under duress? And maybe the Raiders will regret not selecting a quarterback, but they still have a chance to do so in the 2nd and 3rd round. There's some great players available like Hendon Hooker, Jake Hayner, and Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Let me know what you think about this Raiders draft selection. Are you happy? Are you sad? I feel sort of neutral about it. I think it was a rational decision if you are planning to move on from Chandler Jones. But if we don't eventually move on from Chandler Jones, I believe it will be a waste. Like this video if you have not yet, and subscribe to this channel for more Raiders content. We'll keep you up to date on everything with regards to the draft and the Raiders on this channel. But if you want to check out our analysis on other NFL picks, check out WiFiWillie NFL. Peace out, and I hope you have a good one.